Good evening.
Oh dear. Oh dear, Mike. What have you done?
Oh, blimey. I'm so sorry. My so basically I was speed building a Lego Porsche just before the show started, thinking, yeah, I've got enough time to do this, and it was a lot more elaborate. And then poor old Lance has joined the stream early. He's just chatting to my forehead.
I joined the stream, and Mike's just like this. I'm like, has he fucking died? Are you all right, Mike? No, he's building a Lego model.
Yeah. To be fair, I got most of the way with it.
And then we went live, and he forgot to click live, so we had to start all again. Hence why we're 1 minute late. Yeah. So I do apologise.
So sorry. Hi Nick, hi Rage, hi Simon, and hi Sherwood.
Evening, gents. Sorry, Rage, mate. I've got a poor choice in the old beers tonight, mate, but I was in a mad rush, so you have to forgive me. It's been a long old week, mate.
It has. I've got some exciting things through the post today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got the Commando Pocket Commando Dad basic training, which is advice for new recruits to fatherhood from birth to 12 months.
Very nice.
I also got the slightly bigger version, which is how to be an elite dad or carer, and this is birth to 3 years. So
fair play.
Quite exciting. Hi Wayne.
Well, we're all good, Sherwood, Recon, Fox. Thanks for joining us, buddy. I'll tell you what, I've got a couple of bits this week, actually.
You've let yourself down, Lance, according to Rage.
Oh no, I'm sorry, mate. You know, I know you hate on me for that. You'll have to teach me, mate. At APOC, you'll have to learn me. Give me a list of some bevies. But yeah, a bit of Desert Sniper tape rocked up yesterday. Mike's frozen, just smiling away. There he's back again.
I'm here.
So I've got that. I'll tell you one thing I did get, which I sent off for, which is a little freebie. It's a website called Survival Aids. I don't know if anyone else has heard of it, but you can register and get yourself a little free catalogue sent out, and it's pretty cool actually. They've got loads of wicked kit in it, and actually some good ideas for bits and bobs you might need that you might not have thought about. So there was one picture in particular, was the old belt kit loadout there. I don't know if it's any. But yeah, it's a little freebie. You just got to register on the site, and they send you one of these through the post. Nice little reference guide there for some bits and bobs. Oh yeah, and I made me a little battle belt up. I must give a shout out to Kydex Customs for their my high Kappa 45 holster. There he is there. Well happy with that. So thank you very much, Tague, for all your hard work with that, mate. So I'm looking forward. It's the first time I've run a battle belt as well, so see how that goes. Yes. Yeah. So yeah.
Might be the last, who knows?
Ooh, might be 10 minutes, be like, right, that's going back in the box. Hopefully not, though.
Yeah. Hi Terry. Ratty. Andy says, what up? What is up, my little foxies?
Oh, nice. I like that.
Terry says, I used to use them back in the 80s.
Is that survival aids or survival aids or sniper tape?
Something we've discussed. Terry used to use in the 80s.
Something. Lego.
Maybe Lego. Sherwood says, should hopefully get my Mission Taylor's Virtus backpack next week. Custom fit to Warrior DCS. Oh, nice.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. I'd be interested in that, mate.
Mm.
Yeah, to fire some pictures over to us. That'd be good. Nice.
Ray says, I want to see your webbing set up, Lance, as I'm tempted to give them a try.
Oh, I can do that, mate. Yeah, I'll blast you some. I think there's some on my Instagram, actually, but I could certainly send you a couple of pictures over, mate. Yeah, defo. Webbing, I usually rock that more in the winter months, so I can wear a schmock, a couple of layers, rather than trying to get a plate carrier over the top of a schmock. I'll usually run a belt kit during the winter, and maybe a chest rig, perhaps. But yeah, no, definitely, mate. Yeah, I can do that. No worries. Oh, survival aids, Terry. Yeah, nice.
Terry says survival aids, yeah.
Yeah, I've not come across
so unfortunately, we can't. Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. You carry on. No, sure.
I was just to say, Paul can't be with us this week. He sent his apologies, so big shout out to him. He should be back, I think, next week.
I know. We're like ships in the night. We're passing. I wasn't here last week, and he was here. Missed. We shall link up at some point. I'll have to FaceTime him in the bath again later on. We usually do that on a late Saturday night or Friday night, shall I say? A little late night bath time FaceTime. We love it.
Cool.
Don't feel left out, Mike. It's all right.
Yeah. So no one FaceTimes me in the bath. To be fair, I've got to have a bath for that to happen. So.
As he has a big swig of gin.
It's my happy juice.
So
this week we are talking about storage and kit preparation and how to store stuff and how we're taking stuff to site. I thought, Lance, what we'll do is we'll start. We haven't actually had a chat about how we're going to run the episode. I thought we'd start with stuff at home, and then stuff to site, and then sort of kit preparation and stuff like that, where you can get your big spray bottle out.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That's wow. Yeah. What a segue. Rub the lamp. What comes out. Press there.
Andy Bob says, "Is that next week's episode? Bathing with friends." What happens on MilSim stays on MilSim.
And at the members account only, that happens.
It's the OnlyFans.
The OnlyFans page, that's it, yeah. Camstar.
Yeah. Oh, blimey. Right, so I've got a photo I want to share. I'm quite proud of this. Now, bear in mind, before I do share this, that I am still working on my organisation system. And the photo, unfortunately, I took in panorama makes the shelves look slightly bulgy. But these are my new shelves that I have recently been working on. So for the most part, I run my kit in sort of plastic boxes like this. I think Nick's actually literally just said that. These are from B&Q. They've got like a little, I wouldn't really say waterproof. It's kind of like a water resistant lining. It's like a little foam bead that runs around the top of the box.
Yeah, but the lid does sit over the box, doesn't it? So it would take quite a lot for water to get in there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say waterproof because I wouldn't chuck it in a river and then go, yeah, my kit's going to be fine. But, you know, it's going to be satisfactory for the amount of rain that lands on that.
Yeah.
And I'm currently stocking these shelves in a sort of order. So I've got the gun boxes and things going at the top. Sort of food and bits and pieces are going to be on this shelf. This is going to be kind of like more general use, batteries and etc. And then I've got some lot of the bigger stuff down the bottom and sort of the crates and things. So this is it's still a work in progress, but.
Mate, I must admit, I'm a shocking picture you've taken there, but the pictures you sent me, it does look bang on. I'm very quite jealous of that. And like the handrail, like the industrial fixings and that you've used, it's wicked.
Yeah,
no, I do like
that. It's proper key clamp, so it cost me I think about £150 in all for the shelves to build. But I designed it in such a way that kids could theoretically climb it if they wanted to.
But having said that, Mike, 150 quid for that size of unit, you're not going to be far off paying that for a bit of MDF you'd get from IKEA or similar. Do you know what I mean? So, and considering, like you just said, kids could climb on it, why you'd want that to happen, I don't know. It's a bit odd, but...
Well, I was just worried about it coming off the wall or anything like that. But, I mean, it's mounted at two places. So it's mounted at the top on each side, and I think there's a bracket about there. It's not moving, and I'm genuinely more concerned about the beam in the floor breaking than it is coming off the wall. So yeah, but that's one part of my storage. The other one I wanted to show was my pack system. So just to the right of this cabinet, and we're actually in this room at the moment. So the camo netting on the left of this photo is this camo netting.
Should have done a walk around like a bit of a cribs.
Well, I was going to, but the room's a bit of a mess. And I thought this was like the best way of presenting myself because for those new to the show, you might think I've got my shit together. For those regulars of the show, you definitely know me a little bit well. So this is my PAX wardrobe. So
this I'm jealous of. I must admit, I am jealous of this.
We've got one each of these, my wife and I. When you pull the door opens, the lights are all automatic, so they come on like the Bat Cave type thing. So like literally it slides open, the lights ping on. It's pretty tasty.
And do you and your wife have Batman and Robin outfits to wear when you open your cupboards up?
I wish. I've got the Batman one.
Who would be Batman and who would be Robin?
Probably her. I'd probably not even be Robin. I'm probably more Alfred, to be honest with you. But so there is a funny. Man. Alfred's pretty cool. You know, he gets to like play around with all the stuff while Batman's out.
He knows stuff.
Yeah. So there's a funny story when we ordered this in IKEA because these sort of pull out bars or whatever you want to call them. We were in the shop at the time, and I said to the lady trying to sell us the wardrobe, I said, what sort of weight would I be able to put on those? Because obviously I was anticipating plate carriers. And she said, you could probably hang a few shirts and a couple jackets on it. I was like, okay, cool. I want to hang a plate carrier off it. Will it hold that? And she was like, I've genuinely got no idea. So that was a fun conversation to have. Why are you hanging plates?
Yeah. What is this devilry? Maybe the mark.
Sorry, yeah. I've got the picture over the chat. I can't see what people are saying. Hi,
Oh,
Ron.
it's all right, mate. I'm here. I've got it covered. You carry
on. So the way I've got this set up, I've got my helmet collection that runs along the top of this. It spans across the two widths of the shelves.
You said helmet.
I know. It starts a pith helmet at this end and gets sort of more modern as you go to the right. I've got sort of hats, boonies, beanies, baseball caps, etc. all up here. My main sort of plate carrier. This is my my DPM. I wore it
webbing.
for
Falklands.
I wore it once for Falklands, and I haven't worn it since. So I don't know why it's in there because it's not really a regular thing I use.
It needs more use, mate. It's a good bit of kit the old belt kit. Yeah. They're good.
It wasn't.
Nice.
It definitely was a lot nicer, but I do like the plate carrier, especially in the winter when it's a little bit warmer. It's just nice and snug.
Yeah, see, I'm asked about face for that. See, I prefer wearing a belt kit during the winter because I can wear like a bigger schmock and stuff like that, and like a base layer and stuff. And I find it a bit of a ball like to get the plate carrier on over with a schmock underneath of that. I prefer using the belt kit all day long, and maybe like I said to Rage at the beginning, maybe a chest rig alongside it. But
I guess it depends if you like moving your neck or not, because like
that's it. Courses for horses, mate.
So then I've got
mine's in the shed. Mine's in the loft, Mark. It's sort of in the house. Out of sight, out of mind with my missus.
When I moved in my house, I was like, right, I need a cupboard. Some of this stuff needs to be looked after properly. It's very expensive. There's batteries and electronics involved. I can't possibly put them in like the garage or the loft or anything like that. And so far, please nobody tell her any different. That has managed to stick. So fingers crossed that we'll maintain that for a little while longer.
I'm just going to quickly message Anna quickly.
No, please don't.
Mike's full of shit.
Well, she knows that. That's fine.
Yeah, that's not the problem.
The boxes below, so I've got like this is sort of comms. I try to keep things relatively together, so if I ever need something from a particular place, I know where I'm getting it from. So I've got a box of comms. I think the hydration stuff here. This is a box of bits, and then I've got some other various bits and pieces. This one's down here is like torches and stuff, and stuff like that. So yeah. That's nice, pretty much the two systems. Now, the only other thing I'd like to specifically talk about is my new little sifting trolley. So, in like Tesco's, where you get the people that wander around packing stuff for you, like the little pickers or whatever they're called.
Did you nick that?
No. I bought that from IKEA.
Right.
I got it in like in a gunmetal green or whatever.
I was waiting for you to say when one of their backs was turned.
Just nabbed it,
swiped it, and legged it out of the shop.
No, but what I found with this though is that this perfectly sits in the gap between the two sort of shelving units, or whatever. But when I'm trying to like plan for an event, I can just put things in there from the various boxes and stuff. So I just wander around my stuff, just going, yep, need that, put it in the trolley, and then I've got everything there. So when I'm packing, I can make sure I've got all the right stuff in the right place.
That's a good shout, mate. Yeah, it's like I say, it's whatever works for you. Everyone has developed their own ways of packing kit, keeping it stored, and this, that, and the other. No, so but I'm very jealous of your wardrobe. I must admit, I would like that. I'd like a clapper installed. I'd like that in my bedroom, and be able to just go, and then doors open. Some white doves come out.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, you've got your airloft, don't you? Sorry, I've turned the picture off just while I get the other photo up for you.
What other picture? You got another picture?
No, I've got your photos now. I was going to.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'll just run into the chat quickly. Wayne says hat fetish. It's not a hat fetish. I just like hats.
Hat fetish. Particularly around helmets. Wayne, he's got a keen. He's got a penchant for the helmet.
I do have 5 Mark 6 helmets. I've got 3 actually. No, I've got 4.
With varying grades of use.
I don't even have a vehicle. But yeah. Mark said, well, you're allowed to keep all your gear in the house, mine's in the shed. Simon says, I have a basement for mine and the other half's kit. It's nicknamed the bunker. That's pretty cool, to be fair.
Yeah,
I'd love a basement.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Are we talking like a nice basement or like a Buffalo Bill basement with a well in the middle sort of basement?
And just chains along the wall.
Yeah. And meat hooks and stuff. Mind you, though, a couple of meat hooks for the old plate carrier to go on. That could look quite, couldn't it? Quite like that.
Yeah, I mean, terrifying the rest of the time, but
yeah. Come downstairs and check out my plate carrier that's hanging up as a meat
plate
hooks.
carrier body.
Body, leg, arm, lower leg, arm.
Ray says, by the time your kid's 3, all that stuff will be in the childproof boxes in the loft. Yeah, I know.
You know it. That shelf's going to be full of stickle bricks in a year's time. And Playmobil. I'm going to make sure of it.
I'm working on the principle of like a canvas cover that I can sort of tie up. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it yet. But I want to try and keep sort of stuff a little bit safe. So Nick says, trolley dolly. Yep, that's my plan. Every time I just wander around like, yeah, I'll have that and I'll not have that. And...
Chicken or beef? Yeah.
Les says, oi, boys, popping in and out, but we'll catch when I'm sitting by a fishing Sunday, 3 days carping. Love.
Nice. Fair play, mate. Oh, good. I ain't been fishing for a long time now. I have to get back out again soon with my partner in crime, Daniel. For a bit of carp fishing.
Yeah. Andy Bob says, where is the whiteboard for the list of gear to be ticked off? Yeah, so I don't have a whiteboard. Having discussed this previously, I've got my little sets of sheets that I tick those off, and you can tell by how many ticks are on there that I haven't used that yet.
Yeah, bugger all. Yeah. Still warm from the printer, that is, just liar.
Oh, Les says, wow, just popped into Lance wanting the clap. Wow, what am I watching?
Oh, right, sorry, the clapper. Yeah, enough for a bit of clap, mate. You know, you only get it once.
Yeah. Mark, wait, what? He likes a helmet. I do love a helmet. Helmets are amazing.
Loves a helmet,
great.
Mate. Quite very insistent. He's very precious about a helmet.
Well, that's why I got my collection. It's fine.
Exactly.
Wayne says all my stuff is in tubs in the daughter's room. Yep, tubs.
All his other stuff was confiscated. Very long, drawn out lawsuit.
Oh, blimey. Simon says, don't help when the kids tell their mate's dad has a gun in his bunker downstairs. Makes
She sound like the guy from the film Tremors. Yeah. Enough said on that one, mate, I think.
I reckon Simon does have chains. I'm guaranteeing. It's probably
I reckon
chains.
he has. I reckon there is, I reckon there's one or two down there. Welcome to my red room of pain.
Ray says, when my boy was 4, she picked up my TM Scar L, speared it into the ground, and bent the outer and inner barrel nearly 100. Oh, no.
Oh. I only done it the once, so I bet.
I am a little bit concerned about the rifles, I'm not going to lie. So the ones up the top are the ones that fit in the boxes. The rest of them are kind of just scattered around the room at the moment. So I do need to...
that was up high, mate, or stored away. I mean, that's the main thing, isn't it? I mean, essentially, it's an inert piece of metal until you whack a battery and the BBs and that in it, like any weapon. But, you know, out of sight, out of mind, isn't it? The temptation's not there.
No, exactly.
Definitely.
Cool. Would you like to talk about your air loft?
Oh, go on then. There it is. It looks a lot tidier in that picture than it does right now when I'm packing for the APOC event, I can tell you.
I can't make it any bigger.
Yeah, there we go. Wow, look at that. Yeah, so there it is. That is the clothing there. All my bits and bobs up on it. What I've done is I had some spare loft boards. So with my eaves that are up in the loft there, I just did some cross pieces and then laid my loft boards out, the spare flooring out, just to act as a couple of shelves. So what I've got on the left hand side of the picture there is literally the same on the right. So I've got I can charge all my gear up there. I can keep the weapons up there right out of the way. If the kids come up in the loft, my guns are racked up really high out the way so you can't see them. And on the opposite side to that is where I'll put my Bergen and I'll sort of like pick kit from that side and I can pack it on the right hand side if you follow me. And then I'll keep all my plate carriers and bags and bits and bobs like that down the far end. And all my tents and sleep systems that are usually tucked underneath the bench, or sleeping bags hung up in the rafters up there just to hang them out and air them out a bit. So,
sorry, I was just laughing at John Minshaw. He's literally said, "I have to confess to a helmet problem also."
Fair play.
Yeah. So I have a question, Lance. Where do you keep all your pouches?
All my pouches. Well, a few of them are on my rigs. Toss pot. And I've got my black barrels, but you can't see them there. My chutney barrels. I've got one chutney barrel which is full of pouches. Literally, I've got some Verta stuff in there, old Osprey stuff, bits and bobs when I first started, stuff that was given to me by my brother-in-law and my mate who demobbed from the Marines a few years back. He's given me some stuff, and it's just essentially a barrel full of pouches, which is where I built my belt kit from because I stumbled across this Black Hawk belt, so I managed to save myself a few bob there, and sort of field test this one first before I sort of committed to buying the old the internal hook and loop belt system with the one that goes over the top of it. Like I said, I've not used one before, so I didn't want to go down that road of having to get loads of kit that I'm not really going to potentially use again if I don't like it. So, yeah, got all my pouches. And them chutney barrels are wicked, mate, for storage. £15 on eBay for and it's the same as a canoe barrel. You can look up canoe barrels; they're about £100. And this is pretty much like the same thing. Massive screw-on lid, really heavy-duty, hard black polymer plastic barrel with 2 big carry handles on it. It probably sits sort of 500 high. It's a big old boy, and you can fit loads of kit in it. Screw the lid on nice and tight, label it up, bosh, stick it away. It doesn't matter if it goes out in the garage because you can't get moisture and that in there. Or if you're worried about it, you can buy yourself a couple of desiccant bags off that you get in like your shoes and stuff like that. You can get like the bigger versions of it. Chuck them in there with it. That'll absorb all the moisture up, which is no problem. But yeah, I mean, storage-wise for me, I mean, a lot of my rations and that, I went to Pound Shop and they've got these little black stackable storage crates for £1 each, funny enough. So I've got about half a dozen of them, and I've got like main meals in one, brew kits in another, sort of snack items, water purification and drink powders and stuff like that in another. Just all labelled up on the front, stack them all up on the shelf, bosh, nice and easy. And that way as well, you keep tabs on what you got, so you're not always going out seeing a flash sale, buying like 90 pouches of this, 80 pouches of that, 70 pouches of this.
Although,
Mike.
To be fair, we both do that anyway.
We do that. Yeah. I had a flash sale issue tonight where Prepper Shop were advertising their new Mora knife limited edition. So I was like, yeah, I've just got 2 Mora knives the other week, but this is the limited edition one. So like my finger was like, no, I ordered it. Yay!
See,
got another Mora knife on the way.
See, the Mora knives, they were quite small. They're what, maybe about that long?
But they're just, I mean, for the price, I mean, they're just a wicked.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not criticising because I.
Oh, no, you're not. I know, because I think you're the one who sort of point me in the direction of them. And in these more, the first one I ordered, it turned up completely off topic here, by the way, but I love these Mora knives, guys. And for the quality of it and the way it performs for like, for splitting logs, for feathering sticks, stuff like that for your bushcraft, for a basic bushcraft knife, which is under like some of them are under £15. It is quality. It's absolutely a spot on bit of kit. Swedish steel or whatever it is, amazing. Really nice, comfy handle to hold. Really safe to work with. Sharp as you like. Easy to sharpen as well. So yeah, if you want a little bushcraft knife or camping or prep knife, chaps, Mora knife, and it's MORAKNIV in it. I think there's
something like that. Yeah.
Something along them lines. It's not spelt like Mora.
We can put a link up after the show.
But they're doing a special on Preppers UK at the minute for their limited edition 2021 Mora knife. It's in a black sheath with a black handle. Really cool. I think it's about £25. But yeah, definitely worth a look, chaps, if you're in the market for one. So yeah. And our storage, yes. So yeah, like all
Sorry,
food
just
kits.
quickly, just very quickly, because Rage asked quite a good question. So does it hold an edge? I find it's not too bad. A lot of the prepper groups that sort of I've read up on them before I went and bought one. That it's quite well known as a little knife because they are quite cheap.
I mean, a lot of the bushcraft forums I'm a member of, I mean, people swear by them all the time. I mean, as a go-to knife, one to sling in your pack, for wood prep, Rage, for fire building, they're all the way down to vegetable prep and butchery, mate. It's a really good all-rounder, especially for starting out as well. I mean, obviously it's not going to be anywhere near like a scout knife or anything like that, but for a one that you could potentially not use every day, day in, day out, that you can rely on it though, it's still going to be in the pack, then yeah, I recommend on all the time. I mean, I've got 3 of them now. That's because I'm a greedy bastard. But yeah, no, they are a good knife.
I think you've got another photo on there as well. If I can work it out.
Is that the crate? Oh, then that's exactly the same picture, isn't it?
Oh, it's an older one, isn't it? It's the progression.
It could be with. Oh, look at that! It's progression. Oh, or is it tidier? I don't know. Hazier.
No, it's progression. Yeah. You've got less things plugged in.
Oh, yes, less things. I'm not charging batteries. That's why in that picture. In that picture, I'm charging. See. But yeah, I mean,
I am always very envious of you with how organised you have your stuff. I mean, like even just looking at your desk here, things look like they're properly laid out and like in a nice, tidy fashion. I don't know if you've just done that for the photo, but
no, it's just the way I lay things out, mate. Just purely like power banks there. I need a couple of them, and I have taken them for the event coming up. I've taken an extra one, the black and orange power bank there. I've taken an extra one of them purely because there's a good chance I'm going to have to charge my radios overnight, or when I get my 2 hours of downtime, or whenever that may be, or if I'm static for a while, I can sort of wait. I've taken the 2 docks with me and a power bank, so I can sort of charge the batteries as I go. So I've got a funny feeling I'm going to be needing them. And that's just the way I do it. It's just I can lay it all out. It's all in front of me. I'm very lucky in that respect, because I know, like, my previous house we lived at, the loft was about a quarter of the size of that, so there was no way I could have done what I've done here. So it's not, it keeps out of her hair, and she doesn't mind it. So I just go off up into my little cave up the ladder, go up the loft, and I can just tinker away to my heart's content. Then not doing anyone in the arm. But that's, like I say, it's just the way I set it up, and it works for me. And when it comes to packing for an event, I can sort of lay bits and bits out on the floor if I need to, or I've got like the workbench on the opposite side to this picture that's pretty much empty, and I can sort of lay like the cook set, right, that's that there, like, go in the bag, sleep system's already in the bag, bosh, 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 that's it. Yeah, I'm happy then. Good to go. List is all up here. I haven't printed it out yet, but it's all up here. On my phone, I reference my phone a lot as well.
Yeah.
So, all good.
But to be fair, I mean, the list I've got, I've taken from you. So,
yeah, I mean, like, it's a generic list, mate. I mean, there's like I said, it's weather dependent, it's situation dependent, it's event dependent. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of variations to that list. And you're not going to need everything on it in one hit at all. You know what I mean? Time of the year. I mean, I'm changing out my sleep system now for the June one. I'm not going to need a cold weather system. It's, it might drop down a little bit overnight, but nowhere near what it was like at the beginning of the year. So I can afford to ditch certain layers and certain bits and balls, which makes the kit lighter and easier to pack. So, which is always good. Yes.
Cool. Right, let's just dive into the questions. Silly Gilly says, "Hello, I've done my map like a good boy, so not scared of Lance anymore."
Oh yes, good man. Yeah, yes. Edward Silly Gilly has kindly produced a map for us for the APOC event that we can reference, because they were quite dated. So I will send you a copy of that, Mike. We all need that.
Yeah. Cool.
So we have got one that we can sort of reference now, which is a bit more accurate to the lay of the land now. So yes, very grateful for that. Because you took time out of your own time to do that for us, mate. So yeah, I'm very grateful for that, but much appreciated.
Cool. Andy Bob says, "Your foundation's strong enough for all that, Lance."
Probably not, mate. No, it's a new build, so it's only going to fucking collapse in about 6 months. But no, I'm sure it's fine.
Hey, hang on. I designed new build houses. They're fine. Leave them alone.
Oh, really? That's your fault, is it?
Les says, "Shit, Lance, that's a shop. What time do you open?"
Anytime, mate. Just give me a knock and bring a beer with you.
Wayne, funnily enough, also says exactly the same thing. Lance, you planning on opening a shop with all that kit? This is the thing. So the way that it is all laid out, I can see that genuinely. You just sitting in the corner with a little cashier till, just like people wandering in that. Oh, this looks nice. I think I'll buy one of these.
I'll get the kids to pretend to be customers, and they come in and pick to. That is for display purposes only. Don't touch that.
Is your parent around?
Yes. Are you over 18? Do you have a UCARA license?
Oh no! Don't start calling it a UCARA license, blimey. Nick says, "I have a 6 foot by 4 foot flat wargaming table for sorting and peeping my kit." Oh, that's cool. That's not a bad shout. That's actually, to be fair, one thing I do struggle with is I end up with everything on the floor. So it would be quite nice to have like a proper little table. I guess with your workbench to the right, is that like mostly free?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So a lot of my kit's all laid out on the left. Sort of back behind me to the right hand side of the picture. Behind me, I've got some cook stuff and like my stack of boxes from Pound Shop with all my food and rations and gas and bits. Oh yeah, one little tip with gas. Obviously, because I'm in the loft, it gets hot. So now's the time when I bag up all my gas, all my batteries and bits and bobs like that, and that gets taken downstairs and put into a cupboard downstairs where it's a lot cooler until the winter months, and then I can take it back up and put it back in the loft. So just be mindful, guys, keeping gas, even your red gas, your green gas, your cylinders for your jet boils and that. If you do keep them in the loft, just be mindful. Now's the sort of time of year to be taking them out of the loft, keeping them somewhere a bit cooler, because they do tend to get pretty warm up here. So yeah, little safety tip there. You're welcome. Back next week with more safety tips.
Ratty number 13 says, "Just got my 2-tone through this week, so my storage consists of the polystyrene box it came in and a storage on top of the fridge at the moment." Fair enough. You've got to start somewhere.
That's it, mate.
I wish I was allowed to store stuff on top of the fridge. That might.
If you're just starting out, Ratty, I don't know if Ratty is he just sort of starting out in the sport? Is he sort of new to it?
I believe so. I think from last week. By all means, correctly, Ratty, but I think from last week you said he was.
Mate, enjoy that little bit of storage that you need while it lasts, pal. That's all I'm going to say. If you can afford, if you can keep all your bit of kit that you've just got now on top of the fridge and in a little gun box, enjoy that moment, mate, because it's not going to last for very long. That's all I'm going to say. You're going to have mountains of shit by the end of this.
Yeah.
Not shit, but stuff. You know what I mean?
I'm just going to jump through to some of the a later comment that John said, because John says, "Am I the only one who buys kit they never use?" I think we can all safely start a kit anonymous group with that, because I'm pretty bad. I know you are.
I don't think it's I think I mean I agree with what you said there. Kit they never use. I don't think it's the fact that you'll never use it. It's having the intentions of using it, and then when you actually get it, you actually think, no, I don't really need that. I think that's where we come unstuck in the airsoft world, is seeing something and going, oh, I need this in my life. The amount of posts I've seen on Facebook where someone's commented, I need this in my life. And I think I'm guilty of it. I've done it a few times. And then you actually sit back and go, no, you don't. Just stop. You don't need this. You don't need this third Mora knife. But I do.
Old Lance Scissor Fingers.
Yes, yeah. My bushcraft knife breaks and the first two Mora knives break, then I'm not going to have a third one. I need this.
I think for those that are kind of regular listeners to the show, we have been talking about doing a sort of a specialist NoFo event at some point, and that is, well, there is something in the pipeline for that. Let me just leave it as that. But as part of that, we may be introducing like a little boot fair section for sort of people to bring stuff along to sell. If we can, we're not sure quite on what we're allowed to and not allowed to do at the moment. But
we're sort of looking for the ins and outs. But there is something in the pipeline from us NoFo guys to sort of hold an event, probably like sort of maybe the first year birthday, if we make it that far. Where there'll be some bits and bobs and a bit, fun and games and jelly and ice cream. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, we definitely have to have ice cream. Barnaby Hill, and I'm going to try and do the pronunciation of this right, is fucking hell, Lance. How much stuff?
That's not bad. I'll give you that.
Thanks very much. Thank you. I've had a lot of sugar today, and it's Friday, and it's a bank holiday, and I'm just loving life at the moment. So.
Fair play. I mean, granted, there's a bit of kit there, mate. I must admit. To be fair, it is all laid out, so that could be condensed down into storage. Let's be honest. But yes, fair. That's a fair assessment there, Barnaby. I can't knock you with that, mate. What do you want me to say?
Lance, in the airloft, is that rug to stop all those rogue BBs going everywhere?
No, it's for my dainty feet, so they don't get splinters from my loft boards. But it is that as well. That's a bastard. Do you know what I mean? Treading on BBs is horrid. And the other one is zip tie, the sharp end of a zip tie. Treading on that, naughty. But them rugs definitely love BBs. They eat BBs for breakfast. Them rugs.
Everyone needs to buy side. Is it they side clippers?
Flush cutters.
Flush cutters, yeah. Because the number of times that I've had cable ties sort of trimmed off where you go in chrono or something like that, and they leave this little tiny knife-like shard of plastic on the end of it, and you just run it around and I'll tell you what, just lacerating your hands to nothing.
Not only that, but your rig as well. Because sometimes when they put it, if you've got your rig down there and that can rub, and it can literally, it's like a razor blade. Some of the ends they leave on them zip ties. So flush cutters, and because I do it for a living, cabling and wiring terminations on the railway. Nipex, KNIPEX or CK. They're both very good brands of or Barco, BAHCO for your side cutters and flush cutters, chaps. Look at me with the tips and stuff and safety advisors. Oh, mate, I need some sort of safety crown. What can I have?
It's that health and safety course you did the other day.
Yeah, don't. Oh my god, just sitting there like might as well just punch myself in the head for an hour.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you passed.
Going back to John's comment about am I the only one who buys kit they never use? So I have a habit of buying stuff for more like the LARPing aspect of it. So for example, there's helmets, but I mean, for example, I've got like a full press loadout, just because it was just fun to kind of collect that stuff and build that sort of loadout. It is now sitting in a box in the loft.
Not for long though.
Not for long, no. So I'm going to be using that at an up-and-coming event. But yeah, so I have a habit of like collecting stuff, and then I use it for like you know, there's odd times that you do weird and wonderful loadouts and stuff like that. I mean, like when we were doing the PMC stuff the other day, it was quite nice to have like a bit of a variety of stuff that I could just lay my hands on. But yeah, I am a bit of a hoarder.
Well, no, that's not at all, mate. Because obviously you put yourself out there to obviously you can sort of almost like create a role, then can't you, in an event? For example, the one coming up with the press kit. You know, if you didn't have it, you wouldn't be able to do it. So you know,
yeah, no, you're right.
You know,
right.
kudos to yourself for doing it, taking the time out to sort of invest in it and having it. You know,
if you could text that to my wife, that'd be great because she's
I will do. Yeah,
I have a lot of stuff I don't use. Hi, Sean. Sorry, I've just seen you join. Thanks for.
Oh, Sean. No, sorry, mate. Missed that one. Mike
Nick,
Brewer. Late to the party. Good evening, all.
Sorry, I haven't got that yet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, blimey, I'm way ahead of you.
Sorry, yeah, I'm still catching up. Nick says I'm at 4 plate carriers, 2 tack vests, 4 chest rigs, uniforms I've lost count, 2 sniper rifles, 2 pistols, and an Evo. Not too many riffs. To quote the Wolf of Wall Street, those are rookie numbers.
Those are rookie numbers.
I genuinely collect Osprey vests, and I've got 12 of them in various colours.
How many Bergens you got, Mike?
I've got 6 Bergens.
I've got 1. I've got 1.
But to be fair, and I donated one to the
oh, you did? No,
MilSim in a bag giveaway, which is a really good segue, Lance. If you'd like to talk about that briefly.
Thank you, Mike. Oh, so that I'd like to talk about. Right. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for that. So yeah, I mean, with the giveaway, so we're there. We've got everything we need for the giveaway. So the full kit list is within on my fingertips, or of our fingertips. So sorry, I've got a couple of bits from the chief from our co-host Paul to pick up from him at the our next event that we meet up at to go in there. But then that's all done. So we're there with the kit. We've gone through the emails, and are we talking this bit now? Yeah,
so we've gone through the emails. We've selected somebody. I'm going to be emailing them probably later today. This is not the person. This is obviously the person who's been the nominator. The nominator, yeah, not the nominatee.
Yes.
So I'm going to be contacting them and sort of getting a little bit more information from them and stuff. Whether we tell you who it is, we've got a bit of an issue because some of the stuff that people have told us is quite private. So we don't want to make this all about putting their lives on the internet and stuff.
No, exactly. That's not what it was about.
So we're going to be.
We want to talk to the. Exactly. Yeah, we want to talk to the guy or girl who's nominated somebody, and obviously, and inform them of our intention, sort of thing, and whether they're happy for us to deliver it or how we go about it. So obviously we've never done this before, chaps. So we just want to make sure that they get the kit that we've chosen for that person. Be able to give them this bag, and the most sensitive way of going about doing that without treading on anyone's toes or anything like that. It's what we know. It's the last thing we want to do. So bear with us on that. But we will be obviously announcing the winner-ish in a roundabout kind of way, like we said, around the end of June. Could be an episode either side of the 25th. We did say the 25th originally, but events and that have happened in between now and then, which sort of could potentially stop us doing that. So we're going to play it by ear. But I think from the NoFo team and myself, obviously, thank you for everyone who's nominated somebody. And that, obviously now we won't be taking any more nominations from now, because obviously we've discussed it, and we've as hard as it has been, and it's been brutal. I can't emphasize how brutal it has been. To read some of the emails we got, but we have picked somebody that we feel is going to enjoy the kit. Basically, not that they had the the best story or anything like that, but it's who we felt was going to really enjoy the kit and get great use out of it. And that's it in a nutshell. I can't be any more black and white than I already am being. So thanks everyone. But yeah, we have picked somebody who's the lucky recipient of the kit, and we'll announce that further down the road. But it's been wicked, isn't it, Mike? Really, the amount of interest we've had. And the people that have donated.
To be fair, the people that donated, we weren't expecting that at all. It was more just we thought we might get a fair few people kind of emailing in, sort of sending suggestions and stuff. But to actually have people just going, here, take some money, buy something for the kit, or take something that I own, or here's just something I want to buy for you to use. It's just. That was,
and we even had one or two messages just saying, I haven't got anyone to nominate, but I think it's fantastic. What you're doing and that, and it was really humbling to read some of them, and it's been great. It's been a fantastic community we were sort of building. So yeah, we really appreciate it, chaps. A nice one.
I don't really know how to follow that now. That's the Scott.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's all good. It's all happy. It's a happy thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Alasia, I apologise if I got the name wrong there. Alasia and Barry Gunn. I built a workshop last year, 16 square
Barry,
meters.
Bucket, did I send that picture?
I keep all my gear, workbenches for laying all my gear out after games dry out. Oh, that sounds nice. That sounds pretty cool. That's almost. I'd probably say that's slightly better than the bunker. Sorry, Simon.
I don't know if I sent you that picture. I did send it, Barry. I forgot to upload it tonight, mate. But I'd like to show off Barry's via my phone.
Oh, no, I've got
Barry's,
that. No. That's
you've got it here.
Oh yeah. No, we haven't got there yet. No, that's on the list.
All right.
Yeah. No, I'm ready.
I was getting all excited then.
Yeah, no, you just get through the last few comments because I don't want to miss anyone out. Mike Brewer says late to the party. Good evening, all. Hi, Mike. Sorry, I know you've been on it for a while now. Andy Bobbs, you already had. You've already sold. Sign me up now and take my money for the NoFo event. Yep. So I don't want to give too much away because it's quite exciting.
Cogs are turning,
I'm terrible with secrets. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't tell Mike nothing because he's useless.
No. Andy Bob says question: how do you guys transport your gear, or do you just throw anything? So we're going to cover that in a little bit. We're getting there. Bear with. Ratty says, I haven't actually played yet. Wanted to buy my own gun and some basic gear. Is a bit worried about rentals and hygiene wise. Fair enough with this.
Yes, fair point.
Really looking forward to it. I'm Private Raticus on Insta, by the way. We spoke briefly. Yep. No, I recognise it.
Yes. There we go. Yeah. Should have really put two and two together with Ratty and Raticus. I'm an idiot. Sorry, bud.
No worries. Actually, Ratty's just left as well. He's got to pick the lad up from Scouts. So hopefully he'll catch up later. Oh, hello. Hi, Paul. Oh, sorry.
Secrets out now.
Wrong message. Hi, lads. Hi, Paul.
Evening, Paul.
Secrets out now. Shit, secrets, Mike. I'm terrible at secrets. Genuinely, I think. So we've been keeping the name of the baby secret, and I think I've already given that away 3 times.
That's me,
only one conversation of that has really stuck.
What's the baby's name? What are you going to call it?
Not telling you. It's a secret.
I was waiting. Not telling you.
No, because we're not even going to carry on this conversation because I will come out with it.
What's the name?
No, I'm not telling you. And Silly Gilly says 6 Bergens. Are you collecting bodies? No, not bodies, just Bergens.
No comment.
So, right, yeah. So, sorry, we'll talk about some other photos. So, if I just find the right one quickly. Filler.
Me and Paul are going to discuss how rubbish you are at keeping secrets over our bathtub FaceTime meeting.
Yeah, that's
later
fine.
on.
It'd be quite nice to get invited to this.
But no, we don't use bubbles though. It's all there.
Okay, cool.
May allow a sponge.
Weirdos. So this was the photo you were talking about?
Oh, I was very impressed with this. I like this a lot.
There we go. Look at him.
There he is.
You are so shit at keeping secrets. Yeah, I'd jump on. The only one that I know is probably as shit at you at keeping secrets is me. So I done a little while. It was a while back now, but I thought I'd surprise the missus to we had an all expenses trip booked to the Dominican Republic, and I thought what I'd do is I'll do it. So I'll get it all booked up, and then I'll do a box and a box and a box and a box of lots of little surprises, and that you can think, oh, can you guess where we're going? Literally, she was 2 minutes in from work, and I told her that we were going. It was all booked up. So I was like,
just blurt it out.
But yeah, it's great to know. And obviously, you know, the secret is out about the potential event, and it's great to see that there's some, some people that are semi-interested already. So
absolutely, mate. Yeah, I think it's going to be a blinder. Like I said, the cogs are turning, so we need to put our heads together and finalise a few details. But
we actually haven't all had a proper chat about it. We've sort of spoken to each other individually, but like not as a group yet. So it is.
The thing is that is a warped, twisted, fucked up thing. Our 3 heads getting together
in a bathtub over FaceTime.
Oh man!
All good.
Happy days.
So I was just going to say, should we jump back onto? Oh no! Oh, sorry, I just kicked everyone off. There we go.
We're all back. Hey.
This was the photo lance you wanted to talk about.
Yes, Barry Gunn. He posted this on Facebook, I believe it was. Oh no, sorry, it wasn't. It was in our NATO chat for the upcoming event, and I was just very impressed with it and the neatness of it, the family orientation around it as well. That sort of sold it for me. I just thought that is bob on. That is, I love that. And I just messaged him and said, do you mind if I use it on the show and just show and display It looks like it's been like some 4x2 there, and sort of a framework off the wall there. Or I don't think it's freestanding, so he's actually fixed it onto the wall. But yeah, it's just a cool bit of kit. There's a nice way of presenting the plate carriers and keeping them off the ground. Off air around them, so there's not going to be any chance of moulding and stuff like that. So yeah, no, fair play, mate. Yeah, just what caught my eye, if you like. So I thought I want to show that off. Father, young gun.
Love a bit of 4x2.
That's it, mate. Got to be done. So much like Axel Jim Duggan.
Paul,
what about you,
got
mate?
The thinnest slice of battery charge left on this, so if I do drop out, then it's not 'cause I
No,
wrote
fair
it
dues.
out and
Just
quit.
just in case you do drop out, Paul, are you relatively organised with your kit at home?
Well, I wasn't, but I am a bit more now. So, got some box. So, I mean, the MP7 and things like that, they were just in the box that they came in, and they were all kind of chucked to one side. And I think if anyone's seen the Insta posts, so I got that power box.
That's a smart bit of kit, mate. That is.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's a lovely box. So that's all squared that away quite nicely. I've got, some quite big literage, just the clip boxes.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, it's not as squared away as I'd like. So obviously we've been discussing in our chat, but the opportunity's come up to build a
well, this is it. I mean, this is exciting.
Down the end of the garden, so
exactly.
An allocation of an Airsoft man cave for me, which I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, when your mind just starts going, then doesn't it? Oh, what am I going to have in there? What am I going to have this laid out?
Yeah.
I mean,
I want a ball pit.
Loft, so yeah, exactly, ball pond. Yeah, and jelly KY jelly paddling pool for wrestling.
I want to start Turkish wrestling.
So, but yeah, you guys know anyway, my stuff's all packed up in the loft. So if I ever want to drag anything out and sort it out on a Saturday night, then I've got to sort of, undo the loft, drag everything down, then put it all back up again. And, when you start loading stuff in, like that para box with the MP7, 6 mags, my HK45, few mags, gas, it just starts to weigh,
Yeah, definitely.
It's nice to have the opportunity to get it down the end. And, if I want something, I can just go down, or if I want to just have 20 minutes with a beer and go and lay my kit out.
That was going to be my next question. So there will be room for a bar in there, of course.
Mate, honestly, I'm not building it if I can't have a little fridge. Oh, no point.
No brainer, isn't it? Yes,
where will you keep the blue ribbons?
Exactly.
I'll keep them bad boys cool. It's all about priorities, modern day priorities. You know what I mean?
This is it, exactly, mate.
Keep me blue ribbons cold, but no. So that's the longer term plan. But at the minute, it is a bit carnage with the way it's all stacked up and put up. And but I've been looking at a couple of those. I think there's a guy on Instagram, Kit Stands or something like that. I don't know if he's a soul.
Oh, that could be the battery.
Or the serving guys, but yeah, so his stuff's pretty cool. So perhaps something along those lines.
Nice. Is that the stand for the plate carrier, your lids, and all that to go on? Is it?
Yeah, that's it, mate. I think my battery's about.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, so we can watch that as we go on, and if that does come to fruition, then get the plans in, let you guys see it as it's being built and what I do with it, and do it as
an opening party, of course.
Of course, yeah.
Opening party, hot tub.
Film it like an episode of Cribs.
Can go and blow stuff up. At the minute, I've got 2 Mark 5s in the glove box of my car. That's probably a no-no.
Yeah. Sorry about that, officer. I thought it was my chapstick.
Cigars, mate. It's a cigar,
yeah. I thought they were my breadsticks.
So yeah. Do
you remember that?
Not good.
I can't. What was that episode now where you whipped it out, that picture? I thought it was a breadstick that turned out to be a stogie.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, so I always keep one by the side of the bed, just in case.
Yeah. You never know. When there's a rogue pot of hummus isn't on about.
Anyone threatens to top me off one night when they break into my house, at least I can have a cigar before I go.
That's fair enough, mate. Yeah. That's like you say, priorities, isn't it?
Any last wishes? Yeah, can I smoke for 3 hours?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, any last requests? Yeah, you got a box of matches on you, have you? It's better.
Right, I'm going to go and wet this thing on charge anyway, but well done, Captain Secrets. I'm nice to know that I'm not alone in the world.
Secrets.
And,
to be fair, that's one of the better nicknames I've ever had.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. See you later, buddy.
Happy Friday.
See you later, buddy.
And you, mate. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Well, I
Cool.
couldn't fly and visit.
I know. He does make me happy. He always makes me smile. Did you want to talk about quickly? I'm conscious of the time. We'll talk about getting stuff to site, and then we can sort of deal with odd questions and bits and pieces.
Yeah, sure, mate. Absolutely, yeah.
So I haven't actually got a picture of my box, but this is pretty much the same thing I use as well.
I got a couple of pictures of your box.
Yeah, I know you do.
You sent me that one.
Anyway.
A big bruise where you fell out your hand. Sorry, yeah. Anyhow. Oh dear, that's
if only you were joking. That's
his fault. That's his actual fault though, because that's when my mind starts going astray when he's there. He interferes, puts ideas in my mind without me knowing about it. But yeah, this is my sort of transport box. Not really used this before, and for the last few years of doing airsoft, and I thought, well, you know, it's a lot safer way of transporting your kit. Only from sort of like home to the site, keeping it stored in your car. Keeps away prying eyes. It's got a nice click shut lid on it. Pop it on the back seat with a seatbelt around it. And like I said, it's more of a security thing for me more than anything. You know, if we do take it to like a Longmore event, you know, it could in theory be left outside. I mean, the lid does sit over the top of the actual box. So if that's the edge of the box, the lid will sit like over it, so no water can go up inside the box. So it's fully molded inside, so it is waterproof. Like, I wouldn't say it was submergible, but it is certainly waterproof to the elements, outside elements, sort of thing. Water resistant, yes, it is resistant to the water. So yeah, no, this has got a full kit loadout in it. So this has got my battle belt, it's got my lid, it's got all my base layers, boots, socks, my elbow guard, my knee straps, it's got my plate carrier, my day sack, everything basically, apart from obviously my riff. My riff will actually sit in there. So an M4, standard M4 with a suppressor on, will sit long ways in there, no problems at all. So you could put some additional kit in there, or you could get a couple. That was from Home Base Paul. And I think it was about between sort of 16 and 20 quid. I think they're on sale at the minute. With a nice click shut lid on it.
I didn't see that question coming. Sorry, Paul.
Mate, I'm all over the place, but don't worry about it. I've got covered. All right, you just relax. And it's obviously it's wheeled as well. And I did actually use that at the private event we went to, and I actually managed to drag that through the woodland for a bit. Granted, the wheels did get gunked up with mud and leaves, but it did actually work. So, you know, quite confident with that for a summer event. If you've got to drag it down a bit of a dirt track somewhere or along a pathway, it'll be fine. And yeah, like I said, it was about 16, 20 quid.
Those little collapsible trolley things, because I was looking at potentially getting one of those, because these boxes I'm pretty certain fit properly squarely in those. And they've got like big beefy wheels as well, so when you're pulling it along.
I think my dad's got one for his allotment. It's got like a canvas outside bit with a metal frame.
That's the one.
He uses that. He uses that all the time. Yeah, he uses that all the time down there when he's doing some weeding or transporting tools or a bit of aggregate about. Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't fit in there. Failing that, you can always get them sack barrows that fold out. You can have them as like a normal trolley or whatever. But I mean, it depends how far you've got to carry it. I mean, a lot of events are really, you can, if it's an event where you can use that box and sort of live out of that in a room, 9 times out of 10 you're going to be able to get your car sort of 20 meters from the building. You're going to be bedding down in for the night. So. But yeah, like I said, I've not used one before. And for me personally, it was more of a, if I'm driving somewhere and if I get stopped for whatever reason, or I do stop and pull over, rather than having this sort of kit laid out on the back seat or anything, it's clicked up in a box with the lid on. No one can see what's in there. You know, it's out of sight, out of mind. My burden can go in the boot, sort of thing. You have the parcel shelf down there, so it's all well hidden and sort of kept out of the way. And yeah, just a bit of security, really. You know, it has got a padlock, so you can padlock the lid down or zip tie it shut if you wanted to. And it's a nice solid box. I think it can hold something crazy. It was like 175 kilos or something like that, or maybe more. I might have to look it up. But yes, it was a stupid amount of weight. It is flexible. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it is a very strong box. You know what I mean? I mean, I've lifted that out of my loft, fully loaded, with the lid click shut, and sort of like guided it down the ladder, put it on the floor. Absolutely fine. No worries at all. And I think probably in a way that it is a little bit flexible. It sort of shock absorbs at the same time. And the lid's a great table. You know, when the lid's on, you've got a little prep table there. You can lay the rifles on the top. You've got to do any cleaning, anything like that. You know what I mean? It's, like I said, for 16, 20 quid, you can't really go wrong for storage. For anything in the home, really, or in the loft. You know what I mean? You can chuck all sorts of gear in there. Yeah. So, yeah, this is like the first year I bought one of them. So, well, it's your idea. When I saw you and David's one, that's what gave me the idea to get one.
I first bought one of these for November Foxtrot for NAE, the National Airsoft Festival.
So I was looking at
Mike just says 175 kilograms. Surely a light snack.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, that's a light sandwich, mate, for lunchtime.
Yeah. I first bought one of these for NAE, and they're great because you can literally just leave them out. We've got like a big tent with like a porch thing in it, but it's slightly open to the elements. So you obviously just leave that outside the tent. It's fairly weather resistant, and as you say, it's make a great little table and that. So yeah, I recommend these. It sounds like, though, to be fair, this isn't really much of a surprise to a lot of people. Rage says that's what I use. 70 odd liters chest off of Amazon. A tool chest, sorry, off of Amazon.
I'll tell you what, actually, chaps.
Cricket bag. Let
me get that page because actually this in here, right? That's going back to that Survival Aids catalogue, military storage trunks, right? And I was quite shocked at the prices on these. So you got the heavy duty, this one here, heavy duty large wheeled storage trunk, store and transport all your gear, NATO approved, heavy duty protective military trunk. You've got it doesn't actually say what size it is. You can get two of them for 128 quid, or on their own they're 70. But I mean that looks like an absolute monster. You can see from the picture above. I don't know if you can focus that at all, but you can see the dude pulling it along.
I've got no control on that, unfortunately.
You can clearly see that it's a sizable bit of kit. So whether that's something you can get, 120 litre wheeled storage trunk. There we go, 120 litres. So it's a Bergen size storage trunk, which obviously I think that might be a little bit bigger, but it depends what sort of road you want to go down, chaps. Really, 16, 20 quid or 120 quid, whatever it was, 70 quid. But I'm guessing that's a lot more heavy duty and can take a few more knocks. But like I said, you're transporting it from your house to an airsoft site. You're not chucking it in the back of a 4.5 ton truck and getting it bashed around for a long haul transit to and from a war zone. Do you know what I mean? So, each their own.
Rage says, where did you get that from? Was it, you say, home base?
Home base. Got it in home base. Saw it in home base, mate. And it's got the twin axle, so 4 wheels, click shut lid. It's lockable, and like I said, it's a full molded bucket, if you like. So yeah, it's nice water resistant tub. And like I said, I can fit all my kit in there, and you can get an M4 in there long ways as well. Well, you could probably get 2 or 3 of them in there long ways if you thought. You could have one for your wrists and one for your kit. It's up to you. Not a bad shout at all, really. There.
See, I usually leave one. So when we're at some of the events where you take a Bergen, I normally have one of these in the car as like a backup, and it's got a wide variety of stuff in there, from like mosquito repellent, spare gas, magazines, BBs, anything like that. And it's usually, if there's anything on an event where I'm like, I really wish I'd brought that, I can always just leave that in the crate, and then if I ever need it again for some rare occurrence, I've always got a copy of it.
Sorry, Rage. It's the one I was just talking about, mate, is from it's from Survival Aids. So if you look them up, there we go, Survival Aids, and you can request a free catalogue they send out to you. So this is the 2021 catalogue. And it's got all sorts in there, mate. Like I said, it's got your belt kit set up for your webbing. They actually sell webbing sets. They sell pouches, scalable laser cut molly stuff, gloves. I've not used them, but like I said, I stumbled across them, and all the kit in there. They do snug pack stuff, Keeler, all your softy jackets and that, all Keeler stuff. So they do sell the good gear. So just worth a look. I can't say how good they are for dispatch and delivery and that, but they do everything. Boots, a lot. So the full shebang you can get from them. Cook sets, everything. Survivalaids.com. There we go. There's a link. Bosh. What about your riffs then, Mike? Transporting your riffs to and from site in a safe and sort of legal.
That was the other photo.
Legal method. So like how I got patches in the picture.
I was just going to say there's some nice looking patches there.
There's some lovely looking patches, aren't there?
So riffs wise, I tend to take them in a big hard plastic case. I've got 2. I've got the long one and the short one. I can't for the life of me remember the brand of it. It's just a generic plastic case, basically. I've got a little sort of rifle holster type scabbard that I sometimes put the DMR in. But that's about it, to be honest with you. I don't generally tend to use anything more than that. I quite like the plastic case as well, because you can slap stickers and stuff on it.
It's a good shout.
For me, it's another method of collection. But yes, riffs wise, it tends to be in that pistols are normally put in the plastic hard case. I read somewhere once that if you do transport airsoft guns in your car, or riffs, sorry, because I don't want to upset YouTube, then it's a really good idea to make sure that everything's disconnected. There's no mags or anything nearby, and you can't reach it from the driver's seat. So if it's like way away in the back of the car and stuff, and sort of covered up and stuff, that's sort of generally fairly good advice.
That's usually what I do anyhow. My ribs are usually the first thing that goes in the boot because it sits along the back. You know where your back seats sit. There's a bit of an angle there, and you can just sort of sit in there nicely. Then you know, my gun, and I use my gun bag, which I hold new riffs and my pistol. It'll hold all my mags, batteries, bits and bobs like that. The iPro, just a couple of spare slings, my toolkit, and that'll all go in my one gun bag. And I've got one other sort of long gun bag for the 249 goes in for transporting purposes. And like I say, you keep it out of sight. You make sure it's all buttoned up and secured properly. So if you, I'm not sure what the legislation is with being stopped and like put like a police stop or anything. And you said that I've got airsoft rifles here, but they're in an actual specific case for a rifle to go in or a bag for them to go in.
I think as long as it's not on show. I think there was some company advertising a bag that literally said gun bag across it, which probably isn't the best idea. It was almost like just a canvas sack type thing.
Yeah, I mean, you're not trying to hide it, but you, I didn't really want to mention it because I'm not okay with the legislation. Yeah, there is guns in this bag. You know, so, but I'm you know, yes. You're obviously in the page.
Sorry, Andy just said still waiting for the Blue Ribbons combat pouch to be released. We genuinely might have a chat with Mission Tailors about this and see if we can actually come up with one, like something specifically designed to hold blue ribbons.
I'm sure we could. I'm sure he could. Yeah, leave it with Paul.
One thing,
Paul. Job for Paul. Jobs for the lads.
One thing I did want to talk about, and Wayne's going to love this because I know I was raving about it at the last. Sorry, a bandolier of blue ribbons, by the way, would be amazing.
14 bandoliers, mate. 14 ribbons in a bandolier, beautiful. Yeah. I reckon a 40mm grenade pouch. I reckon you can get 2 ribbons in one of them. And I'm sure what do they hold the bandolier for?
I've never actually had one, to be fair.
No, they were they're like a pink wafer caramel bar sort of type size.
Oh, you could probably get 2 of those in.
I don't know why I'm doing that because I don't know how you're going to decipher the length of chocolate bar by me doing this with my fingers. But because a bandolier, 40mm grenade bandolier is 11 rounds in it or 12. I think it's 11. It's a weird number.
Yeah, 11.
So you potentially got 22. You got 22 blue ribbons there.
If we do this event, Paul is definitely going to have to run around with a bandolier of blue ribbons.
I want a slow-mo vid of Paul with smoke and flashbangs going off, just taking them out.
Blue smoke, though.
Or just someone throwing a blue ribbon to the floor and Paul diving on it. No, save yourself. Get back.
And that right there is the trailer for the movie.
Go. Yeah.
Racy says
Paul
you can get 4 blue ribbons in a 40mm
just blows up behind him.
I don't know.
I've never tried it, mate, so I'll take your word for it, bud. We need a video, Rage. There's no, it didn't happen unless there's pictures. You know that. You know the rules. Come on.
Okay, challenge for next week. I want everyone to see if they can find a pouch that's the most suitable for storing blue ribbons. Send your photos and that to November Foxtrot. Blimey. November. Crud. Send your photos to nofochat@hotmail.com. November_Foxtrot_nofo at Instagram. Out as well. Oh, it's chaos. Facebook is November Foxtrot Nofo. YouTube is November Foxtrot. There you go. Send it to those. That'd be great.
If you could decipher what that was, then tell me it because I have no idea.
There you go.
Yeah, so basically, how many blue ribbons can you get in the hole?
We've got to find the ideal pouch for storing blue ribbons. I wanted to talk about this quickly because I know Wayne's waiting for this because I did promise him in the week. So this is something that I've sort of semi-invented, maybe. I don't really know. I mean, it's an actual product. So I had this at the last private event. This is a Miltech tanker bag. What I've done is actually cut. There used to be a strap that goes over your shoulder that mounted there and the other side of that little tab there. I cut that off. And what this is it's basically a sideways opening, basically a bag. But I found that these little Snug Pack 1 litre storage pouches, look at all this nicely prepared. I actually planned this episode.
Look at this. I feel very put out. I do.
These little snug pack 1 litre things literally slot in perfectly into that little pouch shape. And what I've got in these at the moment is, so this is like a toolkit one. So I've literally got every tool I possibly need in there. This is like a welfare kit. So we've covered this in previous episodes, but it's got can cream, wipes, hand warmers and stuff like that. And then I ran out of these little 1 litre things. So I did sort of just start to stuff things in after that. But I've got my full mess tin set, the little can of gas in there. So all of my cook gear is in here. Bits of food, sort of like loose sweets and stuff, toilet roll, spare pair of iPro. There's actually a revision sawfly set under there as well. I just want to talk about this because this was actually really, really helpful at the event. It meant I was quite
wicked, mate. That's all your little bits and bobs in one spot, isn't it?
I was quite religious in making sure if I got anything out, it went back in exactly the same place and stuff like that. And since coming back from the event, I haven't had to take anything out of this. This is now ready to go. It fits perfectly into a Bergen vertically. So when I was at the event, if I needed anything out, I could just literally grab that straight out of the bag. It was a little bit of a faff putting it back in around the sleeping bag when all the stuff was packed. But for the most part, I really rate this. And if anyone's looking for some sort of storage system that you can use at home as well, this works well. So yeah, right.
Fair play, man.
Sorry.
Credit to yourself there.
Wayne was just saying my little smile when I was showing him that. Bless my little cotton socks. Yeah, I was quite excited because I was super, super happy the fact it was all worked. And like, it was just the fact that the snug pack, little pack box things literally fit in there so perfectly. The handles, you can just pull them out. Oh, that's grand. I bought a load more of the little 1 litre pouches as well now, so I can get a little bit more stuff in there. So that came from Military First, nice, the bag. The bag itself. So not too expensive.
Mike,
I think
inside the bag there, you've got like rigid dividers. Are they movable?
Yeah, they came with it.
Make them sections.
So they came with it. There's Velcro that runs along the front bits, and you can literally slide those around as much as you want.
And you could put patches in there, so you could put some Nofo patches in there as well, couldn't you, on the Velcro?
You could have patches in there, yeah.
Nofo ones in particular. In particular, you could have Nofo patches. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
If anyone would like to buy any Nofo patches, then feel free to get in touch.
Yeah, I've got it in the end. Oh God! Oh, I need.
Yeah, so if anyone would like to buy any Nofo patches, we do have a picture of how you can do that on our Facebook and Instagram. It's basically if you can send us a PayPal via friends and family. If you trust us, if not, then please by all means send it through business because I'm not in any way trying to scam people. Yeah. It just means that we get more of the money.
You should be able to trust Mr. Secrets.
I promise we're not a scam. I would end up telling you. But our patches are obviously we've got the green fox, the grey fox, the orange fox, I'm a bad Nofo, and the Nofo laser cut. Unfortunately, I don't have any to hand, but there's photos on our Instagrams. Oh, there we go. Look, I'm a bad Nofo, proudly worn there. There we go.
Oh, I am. So there. Be warned.
So I'll post another picture up on Facebook and Instagram after this. With how you can buy patches if you're interested. There's no in any way impetus if you don't want to buy them. We're not going to make you buy them because we can't. But basically, any of the money.
But they are really cool, so you should.
I'm the worst salesman.
Well, they are, aren't they? They are wicked patches.
You don't have to buy them if you don't want them. It's up to you.
Patches, buy them. No, you should do. They're wicked. I love them. I want to get a couple more.
Any of the.
If you don't sell yours, I'll have loads, won't I?
Any of the profits that we make is purely going to cover the stream and stuff. And if we end up with any money after that for paying off the year's subscription to StreamYard, which is the software that we use, then we're just going to buy stuff to give away to you guys at various times of the year, I guess. So yeah, it's not a profit thing. We're not trying to make money from you. We just want to try and cover the cost of the stream if possible. So, and much appreciated to all those that have already bought patches. It's been an eye-opening experience actually learning how to basically send stuff to people because I don't use the Royal Mail that often. But yeah, no, honestly, thank you for those people. And the people that gave us tips as well. You really didn't need to do that. So big shout out to those guys.
Yes, thank you very much for that, ladies and gents.
Silly Gilly says, you guys are going to laugh at my kit bag. It's a fishing bag. the thing that holds the rods is wide enough to hold the sniper, so it's all one bag. That's a really good idea. That's not a silly thing. Well, maybe it is a silly thing. It's a silly gilly thing. Oh, I thought that was funny. Okay, maybe no one else. Literally 3 people just left the stream after that. I don't know if Lance is frozen as well. Oh, there we go.
You guys.
Oh, right. We probably better wrap it up. Andy says, Blue Ribbons board meeting. Our sales have gone up this week. Any reason why? No faux regulars.
If it's mate, well,
are you still there, Lance? Because you're sort of popping in and out.
That's it's the
I don't know if anyone else on the chat is hearing this, but I'm getting odds and sods of Lance.
Oh, I'm here. I'm.
Oh, blimey. Cool. Lance, genuinely, I can't hear you. It's sort of dribs and drabs coming in. Nah. Yeah. Everyone else is saying you've gone.
Can you hear me?
Can't hear you, Lance.
Oh, hello.
We can sort of vaguely hear you, but like bits and pieces. Oh, blimey. Yeah, Terry, don't worry. I've got yours. I've got your patches all saved away. Wayne says, may buy more to get the second poem. If you buy more, maybe you get a second poem. Yeah, everyone's saying that you're frozen. Lance is using AOL Internet.
I've not got.
We can vaguely hear Lance, so cool. So next week we're doing a pre-show, pre-event prep episode. We've got an event, Apocalypse Airsoft, coming up. I think it's sort of NATO versus Taliban, possibly. I unfortunately can't play at that one, so I'm going to be. Lance has gone completely now. So I'm going to be running as like a variety of roles throughout the weekend. So that should be a bit of a laugh. I'm going to wait for like 2 or 3 minutes, see if Lance comes back. If not, but there. So yeah, so join us next week. Hopefully we might have a guest on the show. Oh, cool. Thanks, Paul. You can cover for Lance's negligence.
Honestly, I wanted to see if I could join if I was shocking you.
There we go.
I don't know. Yeah, I had no idea. I was like, Mike, I'm here. I've not gone anywhere. Why can't you hear me? Oh dear.
But yeah, so next week we're going to be doing the pre-event, aren't we?
Dial up. Do you remember that? Put the phone down. I'm on the internet. I'm trying to play solitaire, for fuck's sake. No, I'm actually on the Fiber 900 Halo 3 from BT, funny enough. And,
nice.
I won't tell you the end of trouble I've had with them the last couple of weeks. So, yeah, we'll be getting one from me.
That shit away.
Yeah, tell me about it, mate. Oh, dear. But there we go.
Yeah.
Cool. Lovely. Well, I'm back. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, Ray just says it's like the Chuckle Brothers podcast.
Oh, don't, mate. You couldn't make it up, could you?
Not anymore, it isn't. There's only one of them. To me.
On that note, we should probably say goodbye. So,
bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everyone.
What are we doing next week again?
Next week we're doing the pre-event episode. Where we're going to be talking sort of the event.
Oh, he's gone now. Look, fuck.
I'm back.
Hello, mate.
The event we got at APOC coming up.
Got the enemy above me.
I know. I think the episode's going to be sort of looking at the differences between.
Myself. Supposed to be pointing at someone.
We're going to be talking about the differences between sort of Op 4 and Blue 4 and how you sort of plan for an event. So, let's say we might have a guest, but we've not spoken to him yet. So we need to have a chat with him before I sort of promise anyone's going to come on the show.
Well, he will be a guest whether he likes it or not. I don't care what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's quite easy for an Op 4. Buy a ridiculously ludicrous dressing up outfit, put it on, run around and speak a language that you absolutely don't know, but copy off of Team America.
Essentially turn up as Panto Dame with an AK.
And then hope that no one on Facebook sees you because you're a 45-year-old overweight bloke running around in.
Oh, blimey. Right, anyway, come on. We better go.
Let's go.
Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you later.
We'll see you all next week. Ciao.
Beautiful. Bye-bye.